Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Indiana Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. Just a few housekeeping items before we do get started. There's a Q&A feature located at the bottom of your screen, which you can use to ask questions to our presenters at any time during the session. Your camera and microphone are turned off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many sessions happening. There is an additional hour after this session, so definitely go check that out as well. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same site where you registered. Now, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our first institution, which is Regent University.
Thank you so much. We are so excited to be here tonight. I think I speak for all the representatives. This is such an exciting time for you, and we're happy to share a little bit about our school. My name is Jeannie Getz, and I am from Regent University, and I will help you discover your future. So we are a four-year private Christian university. We are located in beautiful Virginia Beach. We are also located online if you'd like to study online with us. We have about 11,000 students total who are undergraduates. They're either taking classes online with us, they're living on campus, or they're commuting to campus. So our students represent all 50 states, 90 countries, and 40 different denominations. And here you can see our average test scores and GPA. At Regent, we do look at the student holistically though. So we're going to be taking a look at your extracurriculars, the difficulty of the classes in high school, and other information that you submitted during the application process. We are test optional, but we always encourage students to submit those scores if you have them. The Regent has a rich history for more than 40 years for being an award-winning regionally accredited institution. For 9 years in a row, we have been recognized by U.S. News and World Report for offering the best online bachelor's program in Virginia. So this is a fantastic benefit for our students, now more than ever in this new virtual world we find ourselves in, and for students who actually just want to study online with us. We have curated a very comprehensive curriculum for which we are only one of 23 universities in the country to receive that A rating. And that just means that we're giving a really strong foundation with those general education courses so that once you begin your courses designated in your major, you are all set and ready to succeed. 90% of our faculty do hold that highest degree in their discipline, which is oftentimes a PhD, and most of them are actively working in their fields. So they're going to be able to bring in that real world experience to the classroom. As you can see here, our student to faculty ratio is 17:1. We really value this small classroom dynamic. It allows our students to build lasting relationships with one another, but also it helps the professors to really give the student an individualized instruction. And I think students, as they go through their time at Regent University, those relationships are invaluable as you're looking to grow your network and look for jobs in your chosen field. So rest assured at Regent, you will never get lost in a large lecture hall. We do realize at Regent that figuring out your finances is a huge factor in deciding which school to attend. At Regent, we are committed to making our education affordable. We do rank in the top 5% of most affordable Christian colleges and universities nationwide. 85% of our undergraduate students do receive some sort of aid. We do have a number of institutional opportunities for aid and encourage students to always fill out that FAFSA to take advantage of federal aid. And you'll see here at the bottom right-hand side of the screen, our net price calculator. This is a great resource for breaking down your costs based on your individual circumstances. And perhaps you are a student who just loves that flexibility of learning online. Perhaps you aren't able to study with us on our campus in Virginia Beach, and you need to learn on your own schedule. Tuition in this case is determined by course load, and full-time at Regent University is considered 12 or more credits per semester. We have over 135 different programs of study, all the way from arts to STEM courses. We offer classes in the most relevant and popular majors, associates, all the way through doctoral programs. For students who are desiring to expand their knowledge using a more classical approach, we do have a newly revamped Honors College, which offers a very challenging curriculum in a cohort and collaborative environment. It's going to foster your knowledge, character, and skills. And at Regent, we do offer our students many resources to ensure your success, whether you're living on campus with us or you're studying online. One of my favorites is the career services. Our students and alumni can receive professional help on their resumes. They can learn how to interview better. They can find internship, externships, and jobs, as well as access our premium career assessments. We also understand that going to college is a 360 degrees experience, It involves every aspect of your life, and Regent offers many opportunities to grow outside of the classroom. We have over 55 student-led organizations, including a surf club. We are very close to the beach. Moot court, we do have a law school on our campus, and our student activities board is always popular. We offer 9 collegiate sports as well as club and intramural sports. And we do have a state-of-the-art performing arts center where students can either watch or participate in several productions throughout the year. And if you are interested in a military career, we offer several ROTC programs and scholarships. You will not be alone. We have about 30% of our student body is military affiliated in some way. Like I said before, Regent is located in beautiful coastal Virginia Beach, a short drive from the boardwalk. In the state of Virginia, there are 38 state parks and 21 national parks, so perfect places to explore and refresh, unwind over the weekends. Virginia is also home to several historic sites, including nearby historic Williamsburg. Of course, there's lots of art museums and cultural events in the area. Plus, you can see here from the map, we are very close to DC and the Outer Banks. You can apply with us online, or you can call and speak to one of our admissions counselors who will waive that application fee. We do operate on a rolling admission, so if you are a senior tuning in right now, it is not too late to apply for this coming fall. And here at Regent University, we look forward to helping you discover your future. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you so much for giving us that presentation. Up next, we have Iowa State University.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this presentation, and thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Emily Ingman, and I'm a regional admission counselor with Iowa State University, and really happy to introduce you to all the wonderful things that you can choose for your adventure as a future Cyclone at Iowa State. To give you just the basic rundown of who we are as an institution, we are a large public research institution located in Ames, Iowa, home to about 32,000 cyclones, and we hope you'll be our next cyclone to join us. To give you a little bit more of information, let's start with our location of where we are. So showing you here on the map, just getting my slide to advance, there we go. So we are located in Ames, Iowa, which is about 7.5 hours away from Indianapolis. So for our students joining from Indiana tonight, hopefully that gives you a nice sense of the distance from campus. I think it's that really nice middle ground where you can be far enough away to have your independence, but not so far away that you can't fly or drive home to maintain those really important connections with your family and community. Ames is located about 30 minutes north of Des Moines, Iowa, which is the largest city in the state. So that makes you really well connected for cultural events, for getting out on the weekends, and also, of course, for things like internships and co-op experiences to really support your academic experience that you're having while you're on campus. We are, of course, also well served and connected with the Des Moines Airport. So again, whether you would choose to fly or drive, it's not too far away to get on over to Ames. Sharing then a little bit more about our campus and who are your fellow adventurers that you'd be going on this journey with at Iowa State. As I mentioned, we have about 32,000 students total. They do come from all 50 states and 110 different countries outside of the US. In total, 44% of our students are from out of state. So it's very likely that you'll meet people from a very similar background and place as you, but also people from every corner of the world to really add that richness of diversity to your Iowa State experience. A couple other highlights about our student body and our student experience. We have over 100 majors for you to choose from and 900 student clubs and organizations. So really an incredible variety on the student club and organization front, everything from student media organizations, broom ball, Latin dance clubs, everything under the sun can be found within our student clubs and organizations. A great feature, of course, to know is that you'll be well supported in your time at Iowa State, with 83% of our students receiving some sort of financial aid. We do have scholarships specifically for non-resident students, and 95% of our Iowa State graduates are employed within their field within 6 months of graduation. So it's a wonderful thing to know when you come to Iowa State, you're going to get all the resources that you need to be successful in your next step. All of this kind of adds up to that one amazing adventure you can have at Iowa State as you go through your time. I'll just highlight a little bit about some of our academics. We have 6 undergraduate colleges, so you can find fantastic programs in any of these areas. A highlight for you is that our College of Engineering is the largest. We have about 8,000 students in that college with 14 different majors. And then the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is the largest in scope, with about 50 of our 100 majors found just within that area. So everything from computer science to psychology, foreign languages, you can find a whole bunch of variety within the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. One other aspect about Iowa State that's important to know is that we do really excel in STEM fields. Our full name is actually Iowa State University of Science and Technology. So again, about 50 of our 100 majors are in that STEM field where we really put our focus. I'll just briefly show the listing of full majors. That's a lot to go through in this short amount of time, but hopefully you can really, again, see that variety and diversity that we have within our academic programs for you. Just a little bit of highlight then here about the living on campus and just campus life experience. 95% of our freshman students will choose to live on campus, but it's actually not a requirement for you to live in our on-campus housing at any point. If you do, though, you're going to have a great supplement there to your Iowa State adventure. All of our residence halls are arranged in neighborhoods, which is a really nice approach where you're going to have your residence hall, a couple others all nearby, with several dining centers and at least one of our 3 large recreation facilities are all kind of clustered together. So sleeping, eating, taking care of your wellness is all very convenient, and you're really in the heart of the action while you are on campus. We also do have upper division housing, more of your apartment style, with 3 different apartment villages as a part of our campus. And we have a very healthy Greek community as well, with about 60 sororities and fraternities that you could also have in your experience. Of course, you can live off campus, but while you're here on campus, whether you're studying or going to class or living there fully, you'll also be well taken care of with our ISU dining with 24 different locations. So whether it's dining center, all you care to eat, or a cafe for a quick coffee, our ISU dining takes very good care of you on that front. I'll just share this as one slide for any juniors that are joining. We are open for seniors to still apply, but for juniors that are looking ahead to next year, I encourage you to check out the Cyclone Advantage Planning Program, which you can join to learn more about your current chances for admission. And by joining that, you're able to apply a couple weeks earlier than our general population. So it's a really nice advantage for anyone who wants to be early in the application process. This is just kind of a summary of some of those really great high points about Iowa State. We have some very highly ranked programs in engineering, apparel, merchandising, and design, really all across the board. We offer direct admit to your college, so you can find out very easily if you're admitted to your area of choice, and Big 12 athletics. So that really does kind of bring us to the end of our time. Here's my contact information, and I'll drop that in the chat. But thanks very much for tuning in to learn about Iowa State today. Take care.
Thank you so much for that presentation. Up next, we have St. Ambrose University.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing here. Like everybody has said, I am just excited to be here and to be able to share a little bit about St. Ambrose with you. So my name is Jill Holubetz. I am a senior admissions counselor at St. Ambrose University. I am regionally located, however, here in the Chicagoland area. So I do work with students from the Chicagoland area in addition to any student from the state of Indiana who is considering St. Ambrose. St. Ambrose is a private Catholic comprehensive university located in Davenport, Iowa. So what a few of those things mean for you: we are a private school. About 45% of our students identify as Catholic and the rest do not. We are a comprehensive university. So what that means is that we offer bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and doctoral degree programs as well. And from Indiana, kind of depending on what part of Indiana you're coming from, we can be 2 hours away, 2 hours and 45 minutes away, or sometimes further than that for our students. But you can see right on the map there, the Quad Cities area is right on the border, the western border of Illinois and Iowa. So you cross the Mississippi River into the state of Iowa and you'll be in Davenport. Our approximately 3,000 students take advantage of over 60 undergraduate academic programs at St. Ambrose. Some of our more popular programs include education, All of our health sciences, nursing, physical therapy, occupational therapy, physician assisting, speech therapy, public health, social work. Those are also very popular at Ambrose. Engineering, we have both mechanical and industrial engineering. Criminal justice and forensic psychology. We are one of only a handful of institutions across the country to offer forensic psychology as a standalone program, and also criminal justice. So some of our top programs, but we have everything ranging from the arts to engineering to health sciences, again, as well as master's and doctoral degree programs. With an average class size of 20 students, our students are getting lots of attention, personalized attention from the very beginning of their time at St. Ambrose. And you can see some of our new programs listed here. And in addition to support within the classroom from your professors, we provide some supports outside of the classroom, including our Student Success Center, which provides free academic tutoring and support for all of our students. The Accessibility Resource Center, which provides more specific accommodations for students with a documented disability. You will be assigned an academic advisor, a faculty member from your particular discipline to help you with your course planning from year to year. And then, of course, our Career Center is there to help with job placement once you're ready to graduate from St. Ambrose. If you're looking for an internship opportunity, they're there to help with that as well, in addition to resume writing, job skills, job interviewing, anything that you might need in order to prepare for your life after Ambrose, they are there to help as well. As far as clubs and organizations, how do our students stay active outside of the classroom? We have over 95 groups, clubs, and organizations on campus. All of them are student run with support and advising from faculty and staff members. They can range from academic and professional focus, cultural focus, honor societies, service, special interest groups like our Bags Club is a big one, our fishing club. So if you have a particular interest and we don't already have the club or organization on campus, you are free to approach our student activities coordinator and he will work with you on creating that club or organization. And we also have club and intramural athletics as part of our wellness and recreation programming. We also have a very active campus ministry program on campus. We are absolutely inclusive and welcoming of students of all faiths and denominations. Our campus ministry group is very active in the surrounding community. We give back a lot of our time. That's part of being Ambrosian. So if community service and involvement is something you're looking for, campus ministry might be a perfect fit for you. We also have a number of students who study abroad every single year. So 25 established programs that can range from semester long, week long, or short term programs. In addition to clubs and activities outside of the classroom, we do have intercollegiate athletics. We have over 800 student athletes on campus. We are NAIA for athletics. So if you are looking to compete intercollegiately, our athletes or our coaches have the option to offer athletic scholarships on top of any merit-based or need-based awards because of the fact that we are NAIA. Two of our newest programs will be men's wrestling, which is starting this fall, and our indoor marching arts program. In addition to scholarships for athletics, we offer scholarships for fine arts students. So students who are interested in art, music, and theater, scholarships are available there as well. We are test optional for admissions. All of our students are guaranteed a merit award ranging from $13,000 to $25,000 per year. Our application is online through St. Ambrose or through the Common Application. No application fee is required. We just need your high school transcripts. We are open for in-person visit opportunities in addition to virtual opportunities. So please visit our website to check out those options. And I will go ahead and stop here and turn it over to our next presenter.
Thank you so much for that presentation. According to our agenda, we are supposed to have a couple more colleges, but we will move on to our sixth one in our agenda, actually. So we will be going with Eastern Illinois University up next.
Oh, let me start my video. Hold on. Oopsie. Give me 1 second. Can you guys see me yet?
We just see the video.
All right, there we go. Let's boom. Sorry about that. Hi, everybody. My name is Omar Kill Solomon. I'm a regional admissions counselor at Eastern Illinois University. I'm also a proud alum, graduated in 2009 with a degree in communication studies. I'm so excited to talk to you all about EIU today. I'm regionally based in the Chicagoland area, and I've been at EIU for 10 years now. So I'm what you call an old head in admissions. I had hair when I first started. A little bit about EIU. We're located in Charleston, Illinois. Where is Charleston, you may ask? That is in the East Central region part of the state. So that is about 45 minutes south of Champaign, 2.5 hours from the Indianapolis area, 2.5 hours from the Chicagoland region, and also the St. Louis area. So we're not too big, we're not too small. Founded in 1895, just under 10,000 students. So being a medium-sized university, we really truly say that we are sized for success. Your average classroom size is roughly 17 to 18 students with a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So we're providing that opportunity to have that small classroom experience, but a medium-sized, large school atmosphere at the same time. So I compare it to High School Musical because we're all in this together here at EIU. That's my joke. Over 90 plus majors to choose from, 90 different minors. So originally founded as an education school. We're the second largest producers of teachers in the state of Illinois. So a lot of students love our education program because there's no waiting list. Once you meet that criteria, you can start taking those education courses. Some other popular majors here at EIU is nursing. We have a bachelor's of science here at nursing that we offer here at Eastern. Communication disorder sciences. Sports management is a rising program here at EIU. So from the healthcare field to business, education, you name it, you have all these opportunities here at EIU to go to the next level. And close to 99% of our students, just about all of our classes are taught by full-time or part-time faculty members. The real point I really want to focus on is that return on your investment. 91 to 94% of our students after they graduate, they get placed in graduate school or they get an entry-level position after their graduation. So there's an amazing return on your investment that we're investing into our students as soon as they step foot on campus. That means our faculty, they're here to teach you. They don't want to just do lectures all day. They don't want to do research opportunities. They come to EIU because they actually enjoy that classroom experience. And to me, that really helps you stand out. If you're undecided, it's okay. I always say the shoulder shrug if that's one of your majors. We have academic advisors. We have peer mentors to help you get to that next level. I talked about our job employment, but also there's internship opportunities. There's a career services on campus that will help you with your resume, your cover letter. There's job fairs. We had even virtual job fairs this semester to really help prepare our students to take that next step. All right. So not only we provide a lot of access, there's an amazing atmosphere here at EIU. We're a Division I university, so football, basketball, track and field, tennis, soccer, golf, you name it. You can see a lot of our famous alums on Sundays from Jimmy Garoppolo with the 49ers or head coach Sean Payton. Our rec center is open late hours for our students. Over 200 student organizations. So there's academic clubs, cultural clubs, social clubs, fraternities and sororities. There's also silly clubs. So if you want to run around on a broom all day and play Quidditch, we have a Harry Potter club just for you. Also, there's study abroad opportunities here at EIU. Once we return to a new normal, a lot of those opportunities will open back up for our students. And it's just the cost of our tuition and fees here at EIU. And I'll talk about that in just a second. We love our students that stay on campus. We're the first residential campus in the state of Illinois. So the students that stay on campus, they graduate on time. They have higher GPAs. We build an inclusive community in the residence halls. There's themed floors. They're all male, they're all female, gender neutral, co-ed. So many opportunities in our residence halls to have that just great college experience. A personal story, a great friend of mine that I met in my residence hall my first year at EIU. I was in his wedding, fast forward many moons ago. So a few years ago. So you really build that relationship as soon as you step foot on campus, and it starts in the residence hall. So we talked about access, we talked about the atmosphere. Now we're going to talk about affordability. Now, for our Indiana residents, you actually pay the in-state rate. You know, all of our bordering states here in Illinois, you pay the in-state rate. So we're looking at the in-state rate here at EIU, your tuition, your room and board, and your textbooks. Very important. We rent our textbooks here at EIU. It's $9.95 a credit hour. So all your textbooks are going to cost you just under $300. So our total cost is in that 22,000 range. Your tuition is locked in for 4 years. You might ask yourself, Omar, how am I going to pay for that? Let's talk about scholarships. We are a test optional university. So we are actually planning on going test optional before the world was turned upside down. But having these opportunities to break these barriers for higher education is what it's all about for me. And I love that we are a test optional university based off of your GPA, which actually might be changing next year. So don't hold that 3.3. It might be adjusting to around a 3.0 next year. But we have test optional scholarships, and we also have test reported scholarships here at EIU. There's also scholarships through our honors college that can cover up to a full ride. You also have our academic work scholarship search engine where students can search for various academic departmental scholarships. So students are rarely paying that total cost here at EIU. We're open for campus visits. So if you guys have any campus, if you ever want to check us out, we're about 45 minutes from Terre Haute, Indiana. So feel free Monday through Friday and also on select Saturdays. And I'll leave my contact information in the chat box. So I'll turn it back over to Clarissa.
Thank you so much for that presentation. It looks like we do have, unfortunately, Northern Illinois and Southern Illinois weren't able to join us. So we are going to move ahead to our Q&A. So let me get my screen shared for a second. All right, so I'm going to have our panelists answer a couple of questions for you guys just to give you some suggestions, some advice, and also just some more interesting facts about their institution. So the first question we will answer is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? We'll go in presentation order, so we'll actually start with Regent University.
Okay, thank you. I have a couple of suggestions. The first one is, if you haven't already done so, to create a new email address that you use only for your college search process. So all the information from all these wonderful schools goes to one inbox and nothing ever gets lost. And the second one I would say is really think about what you want, not what your parents want, not what your best friend wants, but what do you want? What does life look like after college? And maybe come up with, a list of 5 or so things that are very important to you, and then find a school that's going to give you those things on your list.
Awesome. What about Iowa State University?
Yes, thank you. So many great pieces of advice come to mind, but one that I'll give kind of a shameless plug for all of us as admission counselors, but I would definitely say be very upfront and willing to talk with your admission counselor. We are all here solely to help you and guide you through this process. So you can really get a lot out of talking more one-on-one with your counselor, whether that's connecting you with a specific, faculty member in the niche area that you're interested in, or getting you connected with like the club leader of your very specific interest. We can really make a lot of things happen for you to just really supplement your knowledge about the particular campuses that you're looking through, or ease any problems. There always can be some things with FAFSA and financial aid. You might encounter a couple of roadblocks. So we're really here to be advocates for you. So please do reach out to us and utilize us as a helpful resource for you. We love to talk with you.
St. Ambrose?
And I will absolutely echo what Emily just said, and she actually touched on what I was going to say as well. Every single person here, I don't know all of these other admissions reps. I do know Omar. But I know that every single person who works in this capacity is here to help you and to help you figure out what institution is going to be the best fit for you. Would I absolutely love if all the thousands of students that I work with every single day and every single year would come to St. Ambrose? Absolutely. Do I know that that's not a reality for everybody? Absolutely. So our job is to help you figure out if our institution is going to be a good fit for you. And we are here to help and answer questions. We're really not scary. So if you see us calling, if we send you an email, it's because we want to connect with you and we want to hear from you. So please be open and be responsive. And also ask questions. Ask as many questions as you need to. We never get tired of it. So thank you, Emily, for bringing that up as well.
And Eastern Illinois.
Sure. I'll give two quick ones. I think one, and I think Emily mentioned it, is like when you're when you're putting your college decisions together and you're thinking about college and you need advice or you need some time, I would just say find a time. I would say I always tell my students every Sunday after dinner, block out 1 hour for your colleges. So if you block out that 1 hour, you know that on Sunday it's 6 o'clock. I'm working on colleges. So that could be scholarship opportunities. That can be researching the majors at respective colleges. That could be scheduling your summer visits. But you know that Sunday around 6 or 7 o'clock, you're going to be working on your colleges. So that's one piece of advice I would give. And then the other, I always tell our students, is to drive the car. You're the driver of the car in this race. But those who inject the fuel into the car are your school counselors, are your peers, are the college reps that you're going to interact with throughout the cycle. So as you guys drive that car, allow us to put the gas so you can reach that finish line.
That is awesome. Thank you everyone for that wonderful advice. We'll move on to question number 2, which is, what is your favorite event or tradition that takes place on your campus? And we'll go back to Regent.
Sure. So I think my favorite time of year on our campus is right after Thanksgiving. We open up our campus to local artisans who come in and set up a tent for a few weeks. It's almost, if you've ever been to a German Christmas market, this is what it is. So we open it up to the community. We have millions of lights everywhere, and you can just kind of shop and get great food and beverages in the afternoons and the evenings.
Iowa State.
Yes, always a great question to kind of learn more about the flavor of every campus. So this is always a fun one to answer. I think I'll go more of like the tradition route, and every campus again kind of gets its own folklore, as you will, as it develops over time. So one with Iowa State is within our Memorial Union, which is kind of like the heart or like the living room of campus. It's a big central area with a lot of resources for students, but right in the entryway, there is a sign of the zodiac kind of recessed into the floor as like an art piece. And the legend on campus goes is that if you step on the zodiac, you are destined to fail your next exam. So there'll be like big lines of people because they let everyone like go one at a time around it. So everyone's really careful not to step on that and really like respectful of helping everyone else out to avoid it. So it's just kind of like a fun folklore tradition. But the great part is, like, if you have the unfortunate accident that you actually accidentally step on the zodiac, you can reverse the curse. You aren't doomed to fail your exam. You can throw a coin in our Fountain of the Four Seasons, and the legend is that then you can reverse it. So just kind of fun to see those little folklore traditions that pop up.
St. Ambrose.
Sure, thank you. So one of my favorite traditions on campus is our clap in and our clap out. So at the beginning of each academic year, before classes start, a day before classes start on campus, we have the blessing of the academic year. So all of our first year students will come to our main student center on campus for this invocation. On their way into the building, every single faculty member, every single staff member who works or is affiliated or has anything to do with St. Ambrose is in that building welcoming these students in, just standing there clapping as all of these first year students walk in and up the stairs to attend this convocation. And it's so cute to see them because a lot of them, they look like deer in headlights, like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is going on? But to see all of our faculty members, everybody who has had a part in this student coming to St. Ambrose is there to welcome them. And then we do the same thing 4 years later at graduation and clap the classes out. So just a really cool kind of, you know, welcoming, embracing our new students and getting the academic year kicked off in a good way.
Eastern Illinois.
Sure. I love our move-in week here at EIU. Outside of graduation for me, you know, because I love seeing our students walk across the stage. I think you can ask any admissions counselor, and the joy that you see on the families' faces when they move into campus, to me, I wish we can bottle that up. On days you're having like a rough day, you could just open up like move-in joy. So we do a lot of things here at Eastern in terms of our up all night events, which are events that happen all throughout our union. We have usually a carnival that happens, you call it Quaking in the Quad, and our students are just meeting new students, they're meeting their friends, and maybe from a campus visit that we've done. But it all ends on our Sunday pep rally called First Night. And it's very special to me because I've had the opportunity to host that event for, I've lost count, but it's a huge pep rally that we get the students excited the night before classes. So our president is out there, all of our athletic programs are out there. We're throwing away so many free t-shirts. There's a huge, very popular dance competition that's been becoming a new tradition. So it's just fun just to see the students just meet, interact with faculty and staff all together and it's all happening at our football stadium. So they're underneath the stars, and it's real nice. So that opening weekend, we call it Proud, will be my favorite tradition.
So many fun events. It's hard to choose which one I like also from all of you guys. We'll do one more question, and that is, give an interesting or fun fact about your school, and we'll go back to Regent.
I guess I'll start and say that we actually started off as a graduate school, which is very unusual. Most schools start off with their undergraduate programs and then add in graduate programs, but we started off kind of flip-flopped. So we started our graduate programs in 1978, and we added our undergraduates about 20 years ago.
Iowa State.
Perfect. I always like to give something kind of by the numbers to illustrate some different sizes. So a fun fact about Iowa State is that our largest major, which is mechanical engineering, has more students than our smallest college. So mechanical engineering has about 1,800 students just in that one single major. Engineering is very big at Iowa State, and that's a really popular one out of our 14 majors. And then the College of Design is the smallest out of our 6 colleges at about 1,200 students. So I just think that's a great comparison in terms of scope. Both of those areas, of course, are wonderful, but just kind of shows where the balance of things are with Iowa State.
St. Ambrose.
So I think a couple of them, historically, St. Ambrose started out as an all men's business school. But in 1968, we went coeducational and have been ever since then. And another fun fact is that we are the only fighting bees in the country. You have a lot of yellow jackets, you have a lot of hornets and bees, but you don't have any other fighting bees except at St. Ambrose. And we're very proud of that. We love our bees and our bee puns. Bee puns are everywhere at St. Ambrose. So be aware if you join us.
I love a good pun. Up next, Eastern Illinois.
I need to be ready for that pun. I would say, I mentioned it, I touched on, I'm a sports guy. I mentioned at EIU, we have our starting quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, who's in the NFL, of course, our head coach, Sean Payton. But we are actually the only school in the country that had a starting quarterback, a head coach, a GM, Ryan Pace of the Chicago Bears. I don't know for how long. And then also a general manager, excuse me, and also an announcer, and Tony Romo with CBS. You know, so we were the only schools that had an alum represent the university, and also an offensive coordinator, excuse me, Tim Kelly from the Houston, Texas. So little Eastern competing with the big boys over in the NFL and also all across the country. So that's pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can give us. There's an additional session next hour if you guys would like to join any other institution presentations. And this recording will be available in about a week at the same site where you registered. Again, thank you for joining us and have a great evening.